during the exile, certain Hebrew boys would be taken as captive by the Babylonians, and that they would be castrated and mutilated and turned into eunuchs. Daniel lived a very long life, and he served a number of kings and kingdoms, and he never took a wife because he was castrated by the government as a young man. When you see governments castrating healthy children, you know it is the spirit of Babylon. It's demonic working through government. What you're seeing with the trans agenda in Washington State, it goes all the way back to the days of Daniel in Babylon. And what I like to say is you see new days and old demons. When you see the same thing happening in different nations and cultures and races and generations, you say, how could that be? Well, people change, but demons don't. So the demons are doing the old things through the new people. When you see children being sacrificed, it's old demons. When you see children being mutilated, it's old demons. We see the same thing in the book of 1 Kings. There are two political leaders, Jezebel and Ahab. He is a passive king. She is a domineering, overbearing, highly sensual queen. Her father is a pagan priest. They worship two gods. Baal is the highest ranking demonic male god. And then Asherah is the highest ranking demonic female god or goddess. And it is believed that these two demons had illicit intercourse and just disgusting perversion. And so wherever they were worshiped, there was perversion of every sort and kind. Once they became political leaders, now the government is promoting perversion. In addition, in the ancient world, archaeologists will tell you that the most pornographic poems and pictures are all devoted to Asherah. What they will tell you as well is that some of the poems of Asherah sometimes appear as a female, sometimes as a male, because they are transgender. Let me explain it this way. You and I are in gender. There's two genders, male and female. Okay? I know we're in Washington, but we can say that here. We can say that here. Okay? Demons are spiritual beings without a physical body, therefore they are not male and female. They are non-gendered. That means that they live on a gender spectrum. That means that a demon can appear as a male or a female or anything in the middle. Transgenderism is fully demonic, and God made us in His image and likeness, male and female, and demons want to convert our children into their image and likeness to be transgender on a spectrum. It's all spiritual warfare. That's why the trans agenda, it is a cult, and it is coming to brainwash your children and to mutilate them like happened in the days of Daniel. How about this? Let me say this too. When it comes to Jezebel, it's not just an ancient spirit, because Jesus speaks about Jezebel in Revelation chapter 2. Jezebel's way back in 1 Kings. Jesus says in Revelation chapter 2, I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but this is what I'm supposed to talk about. Revelation 2, Jesus is writing to a what? A church. And he says, you tolerate that woman, Jezebel. With the Jezebel spirit, if you tolerate, they will dominate. The counterfeit of the gospel of Jesus Christ is tolerance. The gospel of Jesus Christ is about repentance. The demonic counterfeit of the gospel of Jesus Christ is tolerance. Washington State preaches, promotes, particularly in government schools, a counterfeit gospel of tolerance rather than repentance. It's demonic to the core. It's demonic to the core. It's why you had to start a school. And it's why they're giving you a lot of grief trying to have a school. Because they believe that children belong to governments and not to parents. Because they're wrong. Okay? Because they don't understand that there is God and then there is government. They don't believe in God, so they believe that government is God. They want to be sovereign over your life, they want to control your thoughts and behaviors, and they want to own your children and legacy.